So I wasn't planning to record this today, but I'm sitting here right now and decided I wanted to capture this moment while it's still fresh. Today I had orientation scheduled for two of my personal care specialists. I was prepared, I had everything ready, I blocked out the time, and neither one showed up. Neither one. And I'm not going to pretend that it wasn't disappointing because it was, and it is. So when you're building a business, especially a home care agency, there's so much that happens behind the scenes that nobody sees. You spend hours creating systems, preparing training, putting together materials, making sure you're compliant, and trying to build something that represents the standard you want your company to have. So when people don't show up, it can be frustrating. But sitting here, I realized something. This wasn't just a disappointment, it was information. Because if someone doesn't show up for orientation and doesn't communicate with me, what happens when I place that person in the home of a client who's depending on them? What happens when a daughter goes to work because she believes someone is going to be there for her mom? What happens when a family has trusted heavenly neighbors to show up? That's different. So, as disappointed as I am right now, I'm also grateful that I learned this before there was a client involved. And that's one of the lessons I'm learning while building Heavenly Neighbors. You can't be so anxious to grow that you ignore the standards you're trying to build. I need personal care specialists. I need clients. I want this business to grow. But I don't need growth badly enough to compromise reliability, accountability, or the trust families will place in us. So, no, today didn't go according to plan. I prepared an orientation for two people, and I ended up sitting here by myself. But I didn't waste my time. I learned something about the people I'm building with. And sometimes finding out who you can't build with is just as important as finding the people you can. So, this is a part of building a home care agency that doesn't always make the highlight reel, but it's a part of the journey. And I'm taking you along for all of it. I was getting ready to pack everything up and go home, but I changed my mind. I set this time aside to build heavenly neighbors, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Sometimes building looks like the room being full, and sometimes it looks like you sitting in the room by yourself and building anyway. So I'll see you next time as we continue building Heavenly Neighbors Home Care, one lesson, one decision, and eventually one family at a time.